Alright, y'all. What's up, YouTube? Okay, and everywhere else. So, today marks... my bad. You know when you're not tired but you yawn anyways and you're like, why am I yawning? Yeah. So, today marks literally 1 year since my mom went in the hospital with COVID. 1 year. I remember the day like it was yesterday. Because, y'all, trauma's real. And that was traumatic for my whole family. But my mom worst of all because she went through it. You know? We were in the same boat, but then again, not in the same boat at all. Because we didn't get to go to the hospital with her. Our spirit did. The Holy Spirit did. But we didn't go in the hospital with her. But, so she went in the hospital today. And I remember it literally took her like 30 minutes to get from her bed to my dad's car. Like, she could barely walk. Like, she was breathing heavily. She was breathing, but it was just very slow. And hardly at all, so. Sorry. Anyway. So, because the day that she left home, I'm glad she was walking slowly and, shuffling. Like, every day I'm shuffling. Like, literally, she was doing that. But I remember her, like, shuffling to the door, shuffling on the floor to go to the car. I'm glad it went slowly because I got to memorize her. I memorized everything about her, and memories of her just flooded in my brain, and just her life flashed before my eyes. And I was just memorizing everything she said to me, everything she taught me, spiritual, funny, everything about the Lord, everything that my mom has taught me. My mom is so strong, and her strength, and her faith, and her grace, and her love, and her sense of humor, no matter what. I remember that. I do, and I was just, like, trying to remember that. I was trying to remember that because I didn't, like we all did, I didn't know which home she was going to. I didn't know if she was going to be walking on the streets of gold, because at that time, that was when COVID was really, really bad. It's not like COVID's not bad now, but it was really, really bad. And all we heard about was people go in the hospital, them going on the vent, and then they die. That's literally all we heard. So my mom was terrified naturally. We all were. But sending her off was like the scariest thing in the world, because I didn't know if she was going to be walking on the streets of gold. I'm like, Lord, is she going home to you? Like, is she going to go in that hospital, but then come out walking through those pearly gates and seeing you face to face? Or is she going to come home to us and to hear my dog Bo tap dancing on the hardwood floor, because he has long nails, so it's like tap dancing? But I didn't know. Like, I didn't know if we were going to ever celebrate anything with her again. Like, this Christmas, we were all convinced. I was convinced. I was preparing myself. I think we all were. To be spending Christmas without her. Be spending, like, every holiday, birthday, celebration without her. Like, we were getting ready for that. I know I was. Like, I was mad. I was mad. But I wasn't mad at God. I wasn't mad at God in all of this. I wasn't mad at God. Granted, did I almost kick a hole through my wall? Yes. But I was mad at Satan. I was mad at COVID. I was mad at just the evil that was in the world, the evil that is COVID. I was mad at it. And I was just ready for it to end, and I'm just ready to find out why it happened, to find out why COVID happened, because one day when Jesus brings us all home, we will find out why all these things happened, good or bad, why it happened, So I'm just ready for that, to find out why COVID happened. I'm like, is this COVID like kind of like a whole Sodom and Gomorrah thing? Like, I wasn't sure. Like, I was asking myself that, like, I wasn't sure. But then again, it wasn't just the it wasn't just the non-believers, because I don't know that personally. I'm like, okay, so like, what is this? Like, what is this, Lord? I'm like, this isn't anything. This is just evil. It's just evil coming in the world again. It's just Satan stepping up his game. That's all it was. That's all it is. But yeah, today my mom went in the hospital she went in the hospital. So,
Messa, here is your reminder. Do my list and gather the trash.
yeah. So,
Messa,
it'd be like that.
Do my list
And it was like
gather
that.
the
And it was
trash.
so scary being in a house without her. Because memories just flooded back, you know? And I cried, we all cried, and we all were, like, sad. I mean, not until I think she left for the hospital that I cried, that my brother cried. Or that, you know, because I'm like, I don't want her to see it, you know? Because after then, it's impossible to hold my tears in. Like, impossible. Like, I can't even. But... So yeah, but my mom made it through. As y'all know, my mom made it through, thankfully. But it was a challenge and it was a fight. And I will tell y'all more send more videos. But I mean, she made it through. But right then and there, my dad would ask like, what? Sorry, man, y'all. I don't even know. But like my dad would ask us, like, you know, within the days that she's in the hospital, he would ask us, like, what she was in the hospital, like, 4 days. So, but my dad would ask, like, what do y'all want for Christmas? Like, you know, because we do a Christmas scavenger hunt like every year ever since my sister and I were like 5. Like, we were so little. We've done that every year, you know. Saint has done that, you know? So, anyway, but, we've done that, and my little brother still loves that. Like, you know, I love mysteries. I do. I love mysteries. So, we were doing that, but like, I'm like, Dad, I don't want anything for Christmas. The only thing I want for Christmas is my mother to be home. Because we didn't know if she was going to make it home for Christmas. You know, we didn't know if she was going to have to stay longer, because her oxygen was her oxygen is supposed to be like in the 90s. Hers was like low 70s. I mean, like high 70s. Like, it was bad. And, yeah, it was bad. So, and getting COVID, it doesn't matter, like, if you're the healthiest. It doesn't matter, because my mom... we eat pretty healthy. We take our vitamins, like, you know, we stay healthy. But it doesn't matter if you're, like, a marathon runner or, like, a personal trainer, or if you're overweight. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, nothing can contribute to it. It's just COVID. It just hits. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It just hits. So, it hits everyone differently. Yawns are annoying. I'm just saying. But, thing is, I'm like, I just want my mom home for Christmas. I never thought I would utter those words would come out of my mouth, but they did. So, anyway, that started my mom's journey in the hospital. So, yeah.